and welcome to Whole Women's Week. I'm Becky from Whole Libraries, and today I'm interviewing young Mayor Gabby. Hi, Gabby.
Hi.
So, to start off, could you tell us a little bit about what you do as young Mayor?
So my role as young mayor is both a ceremonial role and a more proactive campaign role. So if there are any events around Hull, obviously pre-COVID, so festivals and things, I would go, I'd be in my gown and I'd kind of be there as a representative for young people around Hull. And then in the more proactive area, I have a campaign called Love Staying Safe with a lot of young people, and we basically work together to educate young people on staying safe around Hull.
So, you talk about your campaign very briefly there, Love Staying Safe. Do you want to tell me a little bit more about it?
So basically, the campaign started out from my manifesto, from when I started the role as young mayor, which was to help young people in staying safe around Hull. So we decided to get together a group of young people and make posters and leaflets, kind of giving tips and information about how to stay safe online and how to stay safe on the streets. It started about doing things on the streets, so giving tips like staying in more populated areas, staying in lighter areas, not going out at dark, keeping only one earphone in, things like that. And then we moved on to Love Staying Safe Online, where we gave tips like having VPN on if using public Wi-Fi and having strong passwords.
Yes, absolutely. We have a public Wi-Fi at the library, and we would always advise that people double check before they put any of their information in. So it's great advice and worth sort of making sure that people know it. So you've told us a little bit about campaign and a little bit about what you do as young mayor. So what challenges do you think you've faced?
Well, the biggest challenge that we faced was COVID and lockdown, but we actually managed to kind of flip that and change it into something more positive, and it actually helped the campaign grow a bit, in my opinion, as at the end of March we were supposed to have a launching event for the posters for the Love Staying Safe on the Streets campaign, but the event was unfortunately cancelled. However, that kind of gave us the idea and opportunity to work a bit more on the online area, as now everything is online. So
A bit like this.
yeah, definitely. So we actually started creating videos to kind of share our tips. So a lot more people got involved because of that, because they could kind of do it remotely. We all didn't have to meet up. So I'm kind of happy about that we kind of managed to, from something negative, turn it into a positive.
Brilliant. That sounds fantastic. So thinking about maybe yourself personally, but also your sort of young mayor role, do you have a proudest moment?
Well, one of like personally my proudest moments was finally seeing the posters out in town in the bus station when I got off the bus from like school. Like walking in and just seeing on all the pillars different posters, and kind of seeing at the bottom of it, it's like a young mayor campaign, and it just like made me really proud of our whole team of people that worked on it. Just to see kind of like the physical representation of all the hard work we've put in over the past like year now.
Great. That's yeah. It must have been quite something actually to see everything suddenly start to come to fruition and it all go up and you sit there, you sort of go past and you think, I
Yeah.
was part of that. Yeah, it
Yeah,
must have been
definitely.
wonderful. So we we're living in very unusual times.
Mhm.
We're in our third lockdown, but we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. What changes do you think you would like to see sort of going forward?
Well, as a young person in the role that I have, I would definitely like to see more young people um, taking the kind of proactive roles of doing things to try and change the community they live in for better, even if that's smaller projects or more large scale projects. I do want to see more young people kind of seeing maybe the issues around the areas and seeing how they can change it and seeing that they have the power to change it if they want to. And also, as a woman, I do want to see more young women um, in these kind of more leadership roles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, very important. If you're a young person, you've got your life ahead of you, do you have sort of some aspirations and goals?
Well, my biggest kind of aspiration and goal is to go to university and get a law degree, become a lawyer. That's what I want to do in the future. And it is still a very male-dominated field from what I've spoken to the lawyers I know. So I do definitely want to go into that to kind of break the stereotypes, let's say.
I think that's a fantastic ambition to have.
Thank you.
So, on behalf of Hull Women's Week, we'd like to thank you very much for giving up your time and talking to us today and talking so eloquently about your Love Staying Safe campaign and about what you want to do and how you see your future being. So, thank you very much, Gabby.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
And that time I recorded it.
Yay. That's great.
So it says you are recording. Hurrah!
Yeah.
So I think we were probably just under about 10 minutes there.
Okay.
All right. And it's just what I said before, really. You're extraordinarily eloquent, and I'll ensure that you get a copy before it goes
Thank
out
you.
on YouTube, and then you and your family can have your parents can be, or whoever, grandparents, whoever you've got around you can be really proud. See, that they must be really proud of you already, actually.
Yeah, they are.
Yes. Is the robe heavy? I didn't want to ask such a flippant question on the thing, but is it heavy?
Well, the first one I had was kind of a smaller one that they had, what they already kind of had in the guild hall, but I just had kind of a new one made for me, which I helped design a little bit, and yeah, that's quite heavy when I first put it on. Oh god, and it's got the chain as well, so it's like metal around your neck and it's just like weighing you down. It's beautiful. It's like
Yes.
really nice. It's like black with gold and things, but it is quite heavy. I don't know how the actual Lord Mayors can do it because theirs is
No,
much bigger.
no, and they wear it on really hot days and everything, don't they? And in and out of cars and
Yeah,
yes, yeah. We've got
I've only had one occasion where I wore it and it was like a really hot day. It was the Malarkey Festival.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah, so I went to that and it was absolutely boiling that day. And I wore like long pants and I had my robe and it was so hot.
Do you know, we've either been really lucky with the big malarkey or really unlucky, as in it's either absolutely tipped it down
Mm.
or it's been absolutely boiling. And the very
Yeah.
first year we did it, they gave us all yellow t-shirts
Mhm.
and it was so sunny and so
Oh,
hot. And we were covered in thunderbugs all
oh,
over. So just never wear yellow on a sunny hot day.
yeah,
It's a really bad idea.
yeah.
Gabby, it's been absolutely lovely talking to you, and
Thank you.
really thank you for giving up your time and sort of doing the chat and being patient with me being a numpty as well. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much for inviting me again. I really appreciate it. I
Oh,
love doing
wonderful.
things like this.
Good, good. That's brilliant. So we'll talk to you soon, or I'll send you something through email soon.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so
All
much.
right, take care.
Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Bye.